Hi, I'm Kyle. What I have learned in Module 4, which is supply chain management. In supply chain management refers to the processes companies use to purchase, transport, and use product and materials in the delivery of their product to customers. The field involves planning, inventory, analysis, warehouse management, and transportation.
Hi, I'm Maxine. Module 4 has given me an understanding on what a supply chain management is, which is extremely important since it can be used in businesses across the globe to ease the transactions between people who are responsible in the manufacturing and delivery of the final product to the market or consumers. Supply chain management has benefited businesses on a wide range, from purchasing of materials needed for the product development to providing product information, enhancing financial standards and limiting costs. With all this, an increase in profitability will be attained, plus a higher efficiency rate, thus improving customer satisfaction. Applying all these factors to benefit the company can make a solid supply chain management system get a sense of security, which can definitely put the business line in its best stand among its competitors in the market.
Hi, I'm Venus. So what I've learned in Module 4 are the benefits of supply chain management. So the key benefits of supply chain management are increased profitability, higher efficiency rate, improved customer satisfaction, enhanced financial practices and cost cutting, and last, better flow of materials, products, and information.
Hi, I'm Trisha. What I have learned in Module 4 about the benefits of supply chain management is that it plays a vital role when it comes to business industry because it tends to help every business to know what to improve to be able for them to meet or exceed their customer satisfaction. Also, it will enable and optimize the flow of products, information, and finances, allowing the companies to create better relationship value and improve overall business efficiency.
Hi, I'm Jerome. This is what I've learned in Module 4. Supply chain is a network between a company and its supplier to produce and distribute a specific product to the final buyer. With this, we have the supply management, and it is the management of the flow of goods and services, and it also includes all processes that transform raw materials into final products. It involves the active streamlining of a business supply side activities to maximize customer value and gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. The benefit of an effective supply chain management enables companies to improve product flow through accurate demand and sales forecasting, and also improve inventory management to arrest the bullwhip effect and also avoid underproduction. Moreover, goods services are what people being consumed or being accessed to. Goods are the tangible, while the services are the intangible commodity. And the next is about the transportation, wherein talks about the general way of handling or accessing the wants and needs goods of the services. While the profitability, basically, it talks about the business is success or major failure. And the marketplace is where people can buy or avail goods and services. And also management is the responsible of organizing and setting straight in an organization. Cash flow is about the money and in and out of the business. The reduction of expenses is called the cost cutting. And the interaction process between one people to another is also called networking. As discussed by Sir, there are some benefits of a supply chain management. First is the better flow of materials, products, and information. The next is enhanced when it comes to the financial practices and being wished in a business. The third one is the increase of profitability, and the SCM managed to increase the profit of a business. And the next is the higher efficiency rate, and the SCM helps to process, harness resources in the best possible way. And lastly, the improved customer satisfactions. Since SCM helps almost the entire function of the business, it will help to bring the customer satisfaction.
Hi, I'm Alec Gonzalez, and on Module 4, I learned about different benefits of supply chain management. These benefits range from helping corporations have a smoother flow of information production and can help them develop better plans with SAM systems that can assist employees with cost cutting and overall efficiency in work, leading to more satisfaction to the customer.
Hi, my name is Sed and ang natutunan ko sa Module 4 ay the benefits of supply chain management and supply chain management system. It facilitates and optimizes the flow of products, information, and finances, allowing companies to create better relationship value and improve overall business efficiency.
Hi, my name is Sigrid Kyle, and in this module, I've learned that if we have a good supply chain management, we can also have a different benefits that can also help our business grow and make our employees' life happy and stress-free. Aside from that, we can also provide a better service or product to our customers.
Hi, I'm Joyce. What I learned in the benefits of supply chain management is that we need to be more responsive in order for us to know how to react on customers' demands. We need to be more transparent, for example, on payments. It can be cash on delivery, through bank, or e-pay. And by the use of social media and technology, we can get more supplies by asking suppliers for more product. Hospitality industry is not just about lodging or food, but it is also the service that provides satisfaction to the guests and customers.
Hi, my name is Angela Miliana. In Module 4, I learned that just like any other business-related processes, the supply chain management also provides different benefits to its clients, such as it helps companies to adapt efficiently and to meet customers' demands. Another benefit of supply chain management is that it can lower operational expenses with timely planning for procurement, manufacturing, and transportation. Flow is everything in the supply chain network. Simply said, supply chains are constantly striving for shorter durations between making a product and shipping it to the client who purchased it. Achieving this needs a number of factors to be operating at peak performance in order to reduce delivery times, and through the supply chain management, it can be achieved.
Hi, my name is John Marcel Enyeva. The benefits of supply chain management is all about the flows of information, materials, products, and finances of your business, and it gives you more information to improve your overall business efficiency.
Hi, my name is King Albert F. Panin. Module 4. Module 4 is all about good services, benefits, and quality of services. Sa Module 4, matututunan mo yung proseso sa pagpapaikot ng mga product and kung ano-ano ang mga benefits ang pwede mo makuha dito. Ang isa sa example dito, yung about sa services. Kailangan mo ng team or professional team para magbigay mo ang maayos na services sa customer.
Hello, this is Shelley Priya, and these are the things that I've learned in benefits and supply chain management. When it comes to flow of materials, you need a business partner that is trustworthy and will solve the future problems with you. Also, you need to be ready whatever the problem that may arise in your future business. It is important to create the different types of plan in case things don't go as you foresee.
Hi, I'm Irajan Emrania. Module 4. I learned that it enhances and improves the business and how they will become more profitable and efficient, that they can outcast other businesses. It also saves the business from spending more resources. It increases efficiency of the workload that helps you surpass your competitors.
Hi, I am Celine General Sagayaga, and for Module 4, the benefits of supply chain management, I learned that you can adapt many things from other people to make your company become better. For example, having tight connections with some partners will give you ideas and strategies. Also, knowing if your customers are well satisfied with the service you are providing and having their trust to make your partners will make your company have more benefits.
Hi, I'm Tony Lintimlaco. So in Module 4, my understanding of the production flow of goods expanded from manufacturing the raw materials to distributing the goods to the retailers. In business, we must have backup plans resulting in issues such as running out of materials and late deliveries to the end customers. I also learned that as a businessman, we must look for the right partner for our business. Our company must make wise decisions and we must predict the sudden changes in markets and demands.
Hi, I'm James. So Module 4 is all about the benefits of supply chain management. Supply chain management is a help in a way that a business would gain profit, and it is important because they tend to widen the range of their resources that will allow them to continuously operate with finding new partners that will benefit their business and to create a positive outcome within the organization. And the supply chain management enables to enhance a good communication in terms of the tools and data they gathered around, within, or outside the organization. So what are the benefits of supply chain management? Number 1, it enhances the financial practices and cost cutting. So meaning, syempre in a business, mahalaga ang pera kasi isa nga to sa lifeblood ng isang business para patuloy na mag-operate. And isa sa benefit din ng supply chain management is yung use of technology na pinapadali yung pag-i-input ng mga information and yung cycle ng pera, which is nagkakaroon ng lesser mistakes and nakakasave siya ng time. And ang cost cutting naman is meaning nun, nagre-reduce siya ng pag-spend ng money. So number 2, increase profitability. So in the result sa cost cutting or yung reduction ng mga gastusin na nagkakaroon naman ng pag-increase sa revenue since nagkaka-contribute ang supply chain management sa pagmamanage ng complex network within their people, resources, activities, and technology structures na nagkakaroon ng efficiency sa pagtaas ng profit. So, number 3, higher efficiency rate. So, dito naman, nasusukat dito gaano ba ka-effective or nagagamit yung resources sa supply chain. And kapag may efficient supply chain ka, nakakatulong to para mabit mo yung competitors mo in terms of sa mga retail prices na nagre-result sa pag-increase rin ng profitability. And lastly is improve customer satisfaction. So, isa ito sa benefit ng supply chain management kasi nasa-satisfy nga yung mga customers niya by giving of services that the customer need, for example, sa price and delivery. Lalo na sa loob ng supply chain management, pumapasok yung pagiging responsiveness ng mga employees na pinapakita sa customers, which nakakapag-create ng loyal customers because they trust their employees.
Hi, I'm Presti, and what I have learned in Module 4 is the 5 key benefits of supply chain management. So, the first one is the better flow of materials, products, and information. Importante sa supply chain na magkaroon ng mas maiksing panahon mula nang ma-produce mo yung product hanggang sa ma-deliver mo yung product sa customer. Very important din dito yung information. Kasi kapag inefficient and hindi maayos yung communication sa supply chain, pwede itong magdulot ng problema tulad ng damaged supplier relationship, customer dissatisfaction, o mag-cause na additional expenses sa company. Then, the second one is yung enhanced financial practices and cost cutting. Through supply chain management, meron tayong mga software na nakakatulong para mapabilis yung mga trabaho, lalo na sa accounting. sa paggamit ng technology sa accounting, mas nababawasan yung mga mistakes and errors. Next, we have is yung increased profitability. So, since nababawasan natin yung mga error, mas nababawasan yung expenses ng company. This results to increased profitability o mas malaki yung kikitain ng company. Then, another benefit is having a higher efficiency rate, which means kayang i-meet ng company o lagpasan pa ang customer's expectation in terms of satisfaction on the product and delivery. Lastly, is yung improve customer satisfaction. Since supply chain management helps a lot para maging efficient at mabilis ang pag-manufacture, pati na din ang delivery ng product. Then, nakakatulong din ito ng magkaroon ng customer satisfaction. Being able to satisfy customers mean repeat business, which means more profits for the company.
Hi, my name is Yamani. What I've learned in this module is yung importance ng supply chain management. Kasi magkakaroon ng advantages ang companies. Magkakaroon din sila ng maayos na process. Pwede rin sila magkaroon ng business partners dahil sa ability na meron sila. There are several benefits by the supply chain management, such as it reduces inventory costs, improves customer satisfaction as well as service, provides efficient manufacturing strategy, and so on. However, dito talaga natin ma-experience ang real teamwork para makagain ng high profit.
Hi, my name is Francis Adrian Coloma Zapaliero. In this module, I've learned a lot about the benefits of supply chain management. I've learned about definitions of benefits, goods, services, transport, profitability, management, marketplace, cash flow, cost-cutting, and networking. I've also learned about the key benefits of supply chain, which includes increase of profitability and also improve customer satisfaction.
Manufacturing businesses have long referred to the process of getting goods to customer as the supply chain. Since so many businesses rely on manufacturers, the term has made its way into the corporate world as well. There are four major elements of supply chain management, which is integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. Each relies on the others to provide a seamless path from plan to completion as affordably as possible.
On Module 5 of our lesson, I have gained insights on the different elements in the supply chain, which are integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. These four elements in the supply chain management goes hand in hand to achieve the progress of a company or any kind of business. They are interconnected and constantly ought to be in communication with each other for a product to go through various hands before reaching its final destination. Considerable issues pertaining to the growth of corporations, partnerships, global brand expansion, and outsourcing is dealt with by supply chain management. All of this ultimately leads to better business growth.
And in Module 5, we tackled about the four major elements of supply chain management. The four elements are integration, purchasing, distribution, and operation. So, dapat alam natin kung ano nga ba ang kanilang mga function bilang mga elements ng supply chain management.
Throughout our discussion in Module 5, it tackles the four major elements of supply chain management. First is the integration. This includes the planning, which is essential to business to be able for them to achieve their long-term success. Second is the operation, which is the day-to-day monitoring of the work to ensure that everything are very well managed. Third is the distribution. This is the process when we deliver the product to the customer with its good quality product and service. And lastly, purchasing, and its process of purchasing goods and services is called procurement.
This is what I've learned in Module 5. Supply chains is said to be a series of steps that must be followed in order to manufacture and distribute a product or services. It is also the way how products and services can access and purchased by the customers. And there are also four major elements of supply chain management. The first one is the integration, wherein it allows the supply chain to get details of all the action and interaction. And the next is the operation. It is where the process are being assured by the managers that it is processing and right on the track. The third one is purchasing. It is when the suppliers becoming a resourceful to provide the product and services to the customers. Lastly, distribution. It is the process wherein the customers can finally access and purchase the said goods and services. And the lastly is you must work cohesively to have a successful and effectively supply chain. That's all.
I'm Alec Gonzalez, and in Module 5, I learned about the 4 elements of supply chain and how the proper synchronization and implementation of these 4 helps corporation with long-term success. This topic is about the connections of the business, suppliers, the employees, and how this relationship improves the distribution of supplies and overall operations.
Ang natutunan ko naman in this module is about the 4 elements of supply chain management. Integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. Each relies on the others to provide a seamless path from plan to completion as affordable as possible.
In this module, I've learned that we have these 4 elements and it keep working all together. It will give us benefits such as a strong connection with our suppliers and customers. We can also improve our efficiency rate, our response, and our performance.
Supply chain must have a step-by-step process that must be completed to produce a product for the customer's satisfaction and for the product or service to be completed without any problems. For example, you ordered a cheeseburger. A cheeseburger contains ingredients such as bread, burger patty, pickles, tomato, and cheese. Then you receive an order without cheese, so the product cannot be called a cheeseburger if there is an ingredient missing. Supply chain is also the same. Missing a step in the process can lead to conflicts or problems, not only in the business but also with the customers.
Module 5 is all about the major elements of supply chain management such as integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. Integration is the part wherein you make everyone involved in the manufacturing process communicate and collaborate with each other. Next is operation, or the day-to-day operations, which are the backbone of the work of the manufacturers do. Third is purchasing. Just like any other thing, you can create something out of nothing. The buying section of supply chain management ensures that a firm has all of the materials, suppliers, tools, and equipments it needs to create products. And lastly is distribution. The supply chain concludes when the product reaches store shelves where people may purchase it. These elements are equally important because they provide different aspects or load of scope in terms of operations and processes involved in the operations of the business or company.
Module 5. Module 5 is all about the 4 major elements of supply chain management: the integration, the operation, purchasing, and distribution. These 4 elements work together for your business benefits. This is also one of the keys to meet the wants and needs of the customer.
Module 5. Module 5 is all about technology, strategy, evaluating, and distribution. Siguro kaya tinawag silang element 4 or dahil nakapackage sila, hindi mo sila pwedeng pag-iwawalayin. Ito yung integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution ay isa sa pinakakailangan mong matutunan bago ka magtayo ng isang business.
I also learned the 4 major elements in supply chain management. These are the integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. And these 4 are the things not important when you are having a business, and it will help you and your business to become more successful someday.
So, Module 5, I learned that there are 4 major elements of supply chain management. This number 1 is integration. Integration of where this is needed in the supply chain that is good and planning in things. Number 2 is operation. Operation is where it maintains the day by day operations in the supply chain management. Purchasing is where it ensures the manufacturing of the product or device that includes the materials that needed to make it. Number 4 is distribution. Distribution is where they give people the product or service that they bought and needed.
For Module 5, the 4 major elements of supply chain management. These are the first, integration, which is part of the good planning that needs teamwork so that your company product become better. Second, operations, which they monitor the work to make sure everything is on track. Third, purchasing. They are the ones who are responsible for buying materials, supplies, tools, and equipment that your company needs. And lastly, distribution. This is where they distribute the product in a place where your customers will buy it.
In Module 5, supply chain management has 4 elements. These are integration, operation, purchasing, and distribution. In integration, employees must communicate and collaborate. Talk about how to reduce the errors that cost time and money in the business. In operation, managers must evaluate the day-to-day performances of their employees. In purchasing, the company must have a good quality of manufactured products, including materials, supplies, tools, and equipment. Last, in distribution, products must move expeditiously from the warehouse to their customers.
Module 5. So, pag-usapan naman natin ang Module 5. So, Module 5 is all about the elements of supply chain. So, what are the 4 major elements of supply chain management? So, number 1 is integration, number 2 is operation, number 3 is purchasing, and number 4 is distribution. So, number 1 is integration. Isa ito sa pinaka-importanting element because sa element na to, naglo-look forward tayo sa logistics. Basically, may coordination dito na looking forward din sa communication with the supplier. Kaya tawag din dito, siya yung brain and heart of supply chain process. Number 2 is operation. Dito naman yung pinapanatili ng mga supply chain manager, yung pagmamonitor nila sa mga processes and remain on track yung mga flow sa loob ng business. Ito yung day-to-day operations kung saan may manpower na nag-ooperate. Number 3 is purchasing. So in other words, yung purchasing is more of about sa paghahanap ng mga resources and needed na material sa loob ng business. And para na rin sa patuloy na pag-ooperate ng business, kaya kailangan ito. And number 4 is distribution. Okay, so dito napapasok yung delivery and how well yung product is na maayos na makakarating sa logistics para i-ship and para na rin sa na-i-deliver sa customers. And dito rin matatapos yung supply chain. And how does this 4 work? Paano sila nag-work? So, to get the success, the process must be worked properly and efficiently to achieve better results. So, throughout the 4 elements, nagkakaroon ng development within the business kasi nai-implement yung research and study while performing their plan of execution.
In Module 5, I learned the 4 major elements of supply chain management. So, for the first one, meron tayong tinatawag na integration. So, yung integration, yan yung isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng stage bago mag-umpisa ang chain supply. Ito yung kinoconsider na utak at puso ng process ng supply chain. Itong stage na ito, dito yung mga details na action and interaction ng mga steps. For the next one is what we call operation. Bale, ang operation, yan kasi yung day-to-day na trabaho kung ano yung mga dapat gawin. Kumbaga, ito yung parang nagsiserve na backbone na nagsusupport ng mga trabaho na dapat i-undergo ng mga manufacturers. So, duty ng supply chain managers na i-monitor and i-ensure na nagagawa ng tama yung mga bagay-bagay. Then, the third one is purchasing. So, ito yung process ng paghanap, pag-evaluate, or pinag-aaralan. And yung makikipag-usap sa mga suppliers na pwedeng magbigay sa'yo ng mga products or services na kailangan mo sa negosyo. Sa paghahanap ng supplier mo, kasama na dito yung paghahanap ng raw materials na gagamitin sa product or kaya mga tools and also equipments para makapag-manufacture ka ng product o makapag-deliver ng service. Lastly is distribution. So, this is known to be the last element and dito natatapos yung supply chain where the product or service is delivered to the customer. Pero sa pag-deliver nito, importante ang maayos na pagpaplano sa distribution and also logistics organization. So, important talaga lahat ng elements na to. Hindi mo pwede sabihin na less important ang isang element such as operation at mas dapat mag-focus sa purchasing. Whatever problem you will occur in element will affect and have an impact for the manufacture of a product or a service. For example, okay ang integration, operation, and purchasing mo. Pero palpak naman yung distribution mo, which is delivering the product to the customer. Then, failure pa rin ang negosyo mo. So, either meron kang loss or hindi mo na-satisfy yung customer mo.
There are 4 elements of supply chain management. First, operation. Second, integration. Third, purchasing. Lastly, distribution. Integration connects the process of communication and collaboration. Maganda dito ang teamwork dahil sa nakukuhang product sa distribution phase. May improve rin dito yung communication, mas may iwasan yung pagkakaroon ng errors na nakakaaksaya ng oras. Operations, ito naman yung way para ma-maintain yung mga supply kasi day-to-day operation siya. So, need talaga na ma-ensure that everything is on track. Purchasing is a method of finding, evaluating, and engaging. Lastly is yung distribution. Para sa mga online shops, marireceive mo yung parcel sa harap ng bahay nyo. Pwede rin na doon mo siya mabayaran.
In this module, I've learned about the 4 elements of supply chain, which are integration, operation, distribution, and purchasing. Integration is one of the most important stages before the beginning of supply chain. Operation is also important because it also represents that a good strategy is a good operation. Then, in purchasing, it ensures that the needed materials are always ready to be manufactured. And lastly, distribution ends with when products reach the customer.
The different roles and responsibilities of every career in supply chain management. Supply chain professionals play exciting roles in their organizations. Every phase of a product's life cycle, from acquisition, distribution, allocation to delivery, falls under the supply chain umbrella. Your expertise and skills make everyone else's roles possible, which can be incredibly rewarding.
Module 6 of our lesson has given me an awareness on the different careers which the supply chain management can offer. And job opportunities are really plenty. It is a wide array of jobs that can usually pay well, and there is a great room for career growth. The career path also offers excellent work satisfaction. Supply chain management career opportunities can be earned with a bachelor's degree and college programs, which can all prepare one to help a business owner in its organization and find efficiencies on the direct flow of goods from supplier to consumer. The good thing about earning a degree in this program is that it sets a broad foundation of skills and competencies for a variety of careers in this field. The diverse training one endures can open the door to several supply chain positions.
And in our last lesson in Module 6, I've learned about the career in supply chain management. The following careers are purchasing agent, purchasing manager, operation manager, logistic analyst, logistic manager, distribution manager, and last is the supply chain manager. So, bawat career sa supply chain management ay may malaking ambag sa industriya ng hospitality management.
In Module 6, it is with regards to the careers of supply chain management, which is also essential to our future life. These careers are purchasing agent, purchasing manager, operations manager, logistics analyst, logistics manager, distribution manager, and supply chain manager. I realized that supply chain management has many careers or job opportunities to offer, and it requires knowledge and responsibilities when you choose these jobs.
This is what I've learned in Module 6. The purchasing agents are the one who helps in selecting and purchasing goods and services, while the purchasing manager are responsible of procuring goods and services for resale and company use. And the next one is the operation manager. They are the people who are responsible in ensuring that both supplies coming and the product being released are good product and in good condition. Logistics analyst is responsible for overseeing the entire life cycle of a product, including purchase, distribution, internal allotment, release, and final clearance of resources. Logistics manager typically supervise a team of warehouse staff or other logistics specialists. Next is the distribution manager. It analyzes existing process and propose improvements and new methods to control costs and enhance customer satisfaction. Lastly, the supply chain manager are responsible for overseeing and manager companies over supply chain and logistics strategy and operations in order to maximize the process efficiency and productivity. And additionally, you can actually take a supply chain management bachelor's degree, and they also concentrate in digital supply chain management. That's all.
I'm Alec Gonzalez, and in Module 6, I learned about the different roles in supply chain management and how these roles becomes the foundation in building a great business corporation. This discussion includes the responsibilities of those personnel in the stages of production and distribution to ensure that the customer will get the product in its best condition.
Ang natutunan ko naman in this module is about the different kinds of job position in the supply chain management. Kagaya ng purchasing agent, purchasing manager, operation manager, logistic analysis, and iba pa.
In this module, I've learned that there are different positions in supply chain management. And all of that position is very important because all of them have one job to do, and it is to make sure that the product is in good condition before they release it into the market or before they deliver it in front of your house.
Careers of supply chain management. depending on the educational background you have or professional goals, there are careers in supply chain management that can let you reach those goals. Wanting to have a job in the supply chain management, we must be knowledgeable and finish a degree for us to have more opportunities.
Module 6 is all about the different careers associated in supply chain management, such as transportation manager, purchasing manager, supply chain manager, logistic manager, and logistic analyst. The transportation manager is in charge of planning and supervising transportation operations. They are also employed by logistics and tracking firms. Second is purchasing managers, or sometimes called procurement managers. They manage an organization's procurement of supplies, products, and services. They are skilled at cultivating supplier connections and negotiating contracts. Third is supply chain manager. They usually accomplish the same thing that the buying and procurement managers do, such as dealing with external vendors to purchase components and raw materials. In addition to purchasing and procurement, supply chain managers evaluate and process data to enhance quality and efficiency across the whole supply chain, from raw material purchase to completed goods shipments. The fourth one is the logistic managers. Logistics is concerned with the storage and movement of goods and all the people, vehicles, processes, and schedule that govern it. The last one is the logistics analysis. They examine data from warehousing, product delivery, and supply chain activities and utilize the information to make logistical choices. These are just some of the few careers that can be associated in the supply chain industry.
Module 6. It explains the different roles and responsibilities of every career in supply chain management. Supply chain bachelor's degree gives to student a foundation in product synchronizing, inventory and pricing, warehousing, and budgeting. They are also concentrate in digital supply chain management, project management and leadership, analytics, global supply chain, and logistics supply chain. Students should nevertheless be able to learn the global supply chain management, the strategic business operation, and the necessary abilities to work in a variety of industry and business.
Module 6. Matutunan ko dito ang tamang proseso ng product bago ito i-deliver sa customer. At dito ko din nalaman na purchasing agent, manager, operation manager, logistic analyst, logistic manager, distribution manager, supply chain manager ang nagtutulungan para maging maayos ang mga produkto bago ma-deliver sa customer. That's all, thank you.
In Module 6, Careers in Supply Chain Management, I've learned that there are many careers that people can do, like Operation Manager. They are the ones that leads everyone and manage every outlet. Also, the Purchasing Agent is the one that key that you need in a business. They are in charge in purchasing and choosing the best quality of a products.
Module 6. I have learned about the skills, tasks, jobs, and things needed to know and to become and to apply in supply chain management, where they are the one who mandated, analyzed, and did the inventory and more in the business that helps the business grow and become more profitable.
Regarding Module 6, Careers in the Supply Chain, this is where the managers manage the transportation, the purchasing, the supply chain, and the logistics, while the last career is the logistics analyst. Those I have mentioned are the one who plan, lead, and organize the things you need so your whole production or company will not fail.
In Module 6, I learned that supply chain management is a good career because it has plenty of job opportunities. You You can be a purchasing agent, purchasing manager, operations manager, logistic analysis, logistic manager, distribution manager, and supply chain manager. A salary of $78,750 was reported by supply chain professionals with at least a bachelor's degree.
So Module 6. Module 6 is all about the careers in supply chain. Pag-usapan naman natin ano yung mga careers, opportunities, or jobs na pwede natin ma-grab inside the supply chain. So, number 1 is purchasing manager. So, it is also called as purchasing director or supply manager. Sila yung responsible to head their team in terms of the sales and market of their business. Sila rin yung mahanap sa mga best available quality of products with lower prices. And sila rin yung nag-evaluate sa mga suppliers, nakikipag-negotiate sa mga contractors, and they are also called as procurement managers kasi they know the purchasing activities ng mga materials na binibili nila, and sila yung nakikipag-coordinate sa supplier directly and nakikipag-negotiate to make a deal. Number 2 is the operation manager. So, responsibility naman nila na panatilihin in good terms and good quality yung mga materials at nakatabi ito from their supplier na gagamitin nila para sa customers nila. Number 3 is logistics analyst. So, dito naman, responsible sila sa production line ng isang product. Kasama na dito simula sa pag-purchase ng materials to distribution of goods. They use their gathered data to improve logistics processes. They usually work for larger organizations such as manufacturers of consumers goods. They can also be seen in logistics companies. Number 4 naman is yung logistics manager. So, work naman nila is yung nakatoka sila sa storage and delivery ng mga commodities. Sila yung may alam sa plan and alam nila yung transparency and tama yung mga i-deliver sa customers on time. Included dito yung transportation, stock control, storage, and monitoring the flow of the product. And number 5, yung supply chain manager. So, supply chain manager, sila naman yung responsible to the movement of goods and nagaling sa manufacturers and suppliers to move to the customers. Siya din yung responsible sa production flow, which is from purchasing the raw materials to the delivery of final product to your customers. Lastly is yung transportation manager. So, from the work itself, responsible siya and any operation na involve transportation from outside and inside the country. And sila yung mga nag-a-assign sa mga drivers ng mga truck to deliver or other vehicle for shipping of items. They are experts sa pagta-transport ng mga goods.
For Module 6, we learned about the careers in supply chain management. Some of the roles that I can remember are purchasing manager, operations manager, and supply chain manager. So, ang purchasing manager or tinatawag na purchasing director or kaya supply manager, siya yung nag-lead sa team that is in charge of acquiring products and services for resale or internal usage. Sila yung naghahanap for the finest available quality at the lowest possible price. And then sa operations manager, siya naman yung isang team leader who runs a distribution outlet. Yung work niya includes dealing with shipping firms to ensure that distribution activities go smoothly. Siya rin ay in charge sa mga distribution chains, warehousing, and transportation. Sa logistics operation manager, siya yung in charge of managing the flow of products across the organization, ensuring that the correct amount of items ordered is delivered to the correct places and to the correct people on time. Yung last is supply chain manager. So, ang supply chain manager, sila yung in charge of supervising and managing the whole supply chain and logistics strategy and operations of a firm in order to maximize process efficiency and productivity. Sila rin ay isang important role when it comes to establishing and maintaining positive connection with vendors and distributors.
In this module, a supply chain management bachelor's degree aimed to give a students a foundation in production, synchronization, inventory, and pricing, warehousing, and budgeting. To those students, supply chain management trainees are likely to engage in how goods and services are manufactured and supplied to consumers. Examples of concentrations in undergraduate supply chain management programs include digital supply chain management, project management, and leadership, analytics, global supply chain, logistics, and supply chain management.
In this module, I've learned about the careers in supply chain, in which are purchasing agent, purchasing manager, operation manager, logistic analyst, and logistic manager. And the last two are distribution manager and supply chain manager, which has its own purpose during the day-to-day operations.